Hi, my name is Dina Zalm. I'm the Community Engagement Director with the Missouri Rural Crisis Center. We're a little bit unique. We've been working as a progressive advocacy organization focused on rural communities, and especially farming communities in Missouri since 1985. We are so lucky to have been in a now multi-year relationship with SMT, and we've benefited greatly, not only from things like the social media training, the ads training, but also especially the coaching, that one-on-one support. I think the thing about working in nonprofit spaces is you often wind up as a ragtag small group wearing a lot of hats. And some of them you fall into, maybe you don't even have that expertise. And the great thing about working with SMT has been really talking through what some of those barriers are and having someone who's so much more knowledgeable on these issues to help guide you in a lot of directions, helpful tips, a lot of options. We've done a lot of things thanks to SMT coaching. We've switched to using Action Network to have a way more traceable take action platform and help us have better, focused engagement with our folks. And we also have used the Soapbox tool. It's one of those things that having a largely rural base, broadband internet is an issue sometimes. And it's been a really helpful tool to help people capture their voices and experiences in ways that work adaptably for them. I think one of our biggest successes in our social media ad campaigns, funnily enough, became because of Soapbox. It's hard to get people to do healthcare videos and messages sometimes, but with the public health emergency ending after COVID here recently, it's something that in the state of Missouri, they were not doing any public awareness campaigns around that. And we had a lot of concerns. We fought really hard to get Medicaid expansion across the line, and now folks weren't knowing that they needed to be ready for renewals. A ton of people moved during the pandemic. And if you didn't get that letter, we didn't want people to get rolled off just because they missed a piece of paper. So we put together with our Soapbox team and the support that they gave us this really clean 15-second ad clip with some of our healthcare volunteers, our Medicaid ambassadors. And we were able to reach people and let them know this is coming up, what the timeline was, what to expect, and how to get in and update their information so that they wouldn't unnecessarily lose their healthcare coverage just because of this clerical error. And so that was one of our most successful campaigns. We had, a reach of almost 330,000 unique viewers. We had 12,000 folks clicking through to update their own information. One of the really cool things about the ad was that was a huge reach for us. And we put almost no money behind it. We were prepared to put, up to $1,000 behind it, and Facebook would only spend about $200 of it because it just hit all the perfect algorithms of being short enough and unskippable enough. And people started authentically sharing it and growing that reach. So that was a huge money save across the board. And then other organizations saw that ad and reached out to us. So we actually have done in-person events in churches and small communities, as well as with groups that work with unhoused populations, because they were deeply concerned about folks who don't have an address right now and what that looks like. So we've been able to work and do not only this educational campaign, but a lot of one-on-one help with folks as well. And all of that is because of tools we never would have known how to use, that they existed, or any of that without the support of our coaching through SMT. So for a small group that does a lot of things, it's been a really invaluable relationship for us.